Hello, and let's welcome you back. It's been a long time, so I was going to be doing this YouTube thing. Let me give a shout out to people that's doing YouTube. Okay, this is hard when you have a regular life, family, full-time job, kids, whole nine. Okay, but anyway, long story short, I'm still doing projects around the house, so forth like that. Like I said, it's just a bunch of stuff I like to do, and I'm gonna go and share it with you guys. One thing that we did this time, or that I did this time, was that I actually started working on a niche for my AV equipment in my theater room. I've been working on my theater room, and kind of want to share with you guys. So first off, looking here, what I'm doing right now is I am currently cutting a hole there. So in my theater room, I have these two big columns. Within these columns is a intake side and an exhaust side for the HVAC that's going downstairs. In my home, my units is upstairs in the attic. So fortunately, I was able to locate the exhaust side, and I felt like the exhaust side would be easier. It's the harder side, so I can always go and put a fan and so forth in there. Plus, on top of that, as you see here, my exhaust side is just one big, huge, I don't know what you call that thing. I know nothing about HVAC. But long story short, it's just one big tube, insulated tube, right? So anyway, as you see here, I took the strap off and I was able to push that back because there's a lot of room there. So I went ahead and pushed that back. I wish I could have put my AV equipment in another location that I had in mind, but this theater room is pretty much almost upstairs by itself on one side of the house. And where I wanted to cut it into, that was a load-bearing wall. And I could have went ahead and redid the framing and so forth to handle the load. But I just felt like, you know what, why go through the trouble? The hole I'm cutting into right now, that's not a load-bearing wall. In fact, that wall is every bit of just a frame to cover up the exhaust side. And like I said, my intake side looks exactly the same. It's on the opposite side of that movie screen. So, like I said, I'm moving that exhaust back. I decided to go ahead and take the straps and I attached it to the studs that are behind it. They had all the strapping attached to the front. Well, I'll say the front, but the side that's on the theater room side. On the other side of this wall is the game room, and there's nothing that's on that wall. I'm not going to be cutting into that wall, and like I said, there's like a whole nother 2 feet by pushing that back. And I actually did check with the HVAC people not too long ago. Because I had them go ahead and add another control board so that this room can have its own air conditioning and heating. Because in the summertime, especially me being in Texas, Texans know you'll get a room that gets hot in Texas and it takes forever to cool off. So I was getting tired of that. I've been in the house 6 years now, well, 5 years now. And I was just getting tired of dealing with the heat. The way the sun comes in this house, it comes like just right. And that sun comes beating down directly on it. And I just couldn't get around it. So anyway, went ahead and did that. So now I got everything strapped back. Now I went ahead and I'm going to go ahead and start cutting out this stud. As you see, got a handsaw, cutting it in. I wish I had a, what do you call it? The electrical type saw, or like a sawzall, as people say. I wish I had one of those. I didn't have one. I didn't want to buy one because I'll probably never use it again. So just try to do it as much as I could by hand and so forth. And eventually I did go ahead and get, as you see, trying to get my circular saw in, whatever I can. This wood was definitely more tough than I thought, but I'm not a lumberjack and I'm not in construction, so I did what I can. So slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Obviously, I got this thing sped up for you guys, but, eventually I just kept working it, and then eventually I was able to get that out. Let me ask you guys something. Do you guys you know, have a room that you guys ever thought about doing a theater room with. I know everyone wants a man cave. I get it. Man caves are great. Everyone has their own thing. Some people like the humidor type situation, smoking cigars and so forth. Nothing wrong with that neither. But, you know, what's your kickback, right? You know, what do you guys like? You know, you guys let me know. Put it in the comments. So now what I decided to do now is go ahead and run some electrical. There was an outlet right there. So I went ahead and I cut a hole in so that I can run the electrical there and, you know, get that patch through. Obviously, this is the next day, so I got on a different shirt. So, you know, and I actually, as you see here, I also went ahead and I had some spare wood, you know. So I was able to go ahead and build a little platform. And that is a 12U rack unit that I'm putting in. I ordered that. That's a StarTech. I went ahead and built a frame for it just so I can get it straight in and so forth. And I didn't want the back of that, the equipment to be exposed to the exhaust, you know. So that's the reason why I did try to put some framing behind it. So like I said, went ahead, ran some electrical, got that thing in. Sorry, the way I did it, just fast forward through, so my apologies. But that's how it looks with everything in. Tucked away neat. I have a 15 channel AVR by Denon. I love it to death. As you see, I got my Xbox in there. I got a Switch in there. That's my Oculus, obviously there. And right now, still there. I'm gonna put a frame around it and so forth so that it all match up and look nice and neat. But that's kind of what it looked like. So you guys let me know what you guys think. You got the white cord there on the side. That's because in the other video I have, that is the cord left over from the Govee lights. I did like a cove lighting, and I'm trying to figure out how to run that for right now. But I want to go ahead and get that in because, you know, I like to be able to watch my games. I watch games in there, I do movies in there, video games in there, you know, and it's private time, you know. I invite people over to watch boxing matches and so forth. So, you know, hey, if you guys got a theater room, you know, see what kind of space you guys got, man. See what you can do with it. You know, you'd be surprised. Anyway, just another episode of Crap I Like to Do. You guys have a good day.